Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Dant'e.
An inmate at the Jackson Correctional Institution. All calls, other than properly placed attorney calls, may be monitored and recorded. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. Thank you for using CenturyLink. You may start the conversation now.
What up? This is the Incarcerate US Podcast host, Dant'e Cottingham. I won't be interviewing anyone today. Instead, I wanted to take a moment with you to reflect on some of the past interviews to give you my perspective on where the Incarcerate US Podcast has been, where it's at, and where I'd like it to go. Well, to date, we have approximately 920 downloads. We're hosted on iHeart, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, iCloud, Radio Public, and Player FM. I think it's a great start, considering the first podcast was only 7 weeks ago. And I've had the honor and pleasure of interviewing some very passionate and intelligent people that are dedicated to standing up and speaking out to make their contribution to reforming mass incarceration in America. My guests may be using different tools, different methods, focusing on different areas, but they all desire the same thing: justice. A justice that is not oppressive, that is not retributive, that is not destructive. A justice that respects the humanity of its citizens, that outlaws torture of any kind, that is fair and empathetic. I mean, my first interview was with Mr. James Cronenberger. His desire for justice inspired him to found the Fair Treatment, Reform, and Reentry Organization, where they advocate for a fair, just, and transparent parole process. And Lena Trevino, Andrea Jones-Ford, Lakeisha Muhammad, Marlon Peterson, Stephen Barbie, Tawanda Vandroff, Jerome Dillard, Azhora Crispino, and Glenn E. Martin all founded or co-founded their own organizations in pursuit of prison reform, in pursuit of justice. Mr. Ron Freeman's pursuit of justice comes in the form of saving prisoners' lives by supplying healthy foods and using a percentage of his profits to assist prison reform efforts. Authors Shindora Shefalo and Mary Buser were brave enough to use their voices, their stories, their experiences to shine a light on injustices, injecting the prison reform movement with potent dosages of truth. An executive producer and co-director of Fight Film, Skylar Economy, uses the power of film to inspire those incarcerated and educate members of the public. They represent 20 different yet empowering routes to the same destination: justice. And it is our common destination that links us all. It is our common destination that makes us all family. I would like to thank each and every one of my past guests for giving me the supreme pleasure of amplifying your voices. Thank you. Now, what is the future of the Incarcerate US Podcast? Well, our mission continues to be to tell the stories of mass incarceration. I want to tell every story from every angle. I want millions of downloads so our voices can be in millions of hearts. I want the Incarcerate US Podcast to be a directory of the prison reform movement. I want it to be the place where judges and policymakers go to hear the truth about how mass incarceration impacts real people. I wanted to spotlight every single issue connected to mass incarceration in every single state. Now, I've recently designed a new project to assist us in realizing some of those goals, but I need your help. The Incarcerate US Podcast is looking to create a network of correspondents. Essentially, I work with the correspondents to gather news and information concerning mass incarceration in their state or region, and then I interview them to highlight those issues. This way, I will be able to cover the issues and tell the stories from coast to coast. Anyone interested in being an Incarcerate US podcast correspondent, please let us know, for it's an original, exciting, and trailblazing opportunity that I'm sure you take great pleasure from. Now, before I go, I would like to say and remind everybody that as your struggles for justice continue,
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
please do not forget to, at times, stop for a moment. Look around you and appreciate the people who are right there on the front lines with you. For though the destination, justice, is very important, the relationships we build and the people you meet along the way are very important too. Thank you so much for your time and attention. This is Dant'e signing off with the Incarcerate US Podcast, the place where all of our voices come together.
The caller has hung up.